Seasoned sisters, when they talk, they take turns. The only thing they share
is the D.
Ooh,
That's
no.
that's the Anna and Lucy version.
That's the Anna and Lucy version for sure. Hello and welcome to Season Sisters. I'm Autumn.
I'm Summer.
Sorry, today it's Friday, so we're already off the rails today.
Yeah, we've been on the phone for 11 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm kind of lightheaded because we've been cracking up.
And she hit herself in the head with her microphone, just so everyone knows.
I did hit myself in the head. Oh my god. Anyway, and then I realized we were just talking about the episode, so we should just start recording.
It's like we should record this. Probably
we should probably record this.
Yeah.
But today we're going to be talking about Extreme Sisters, the season 1 finale, Our Happily Ever After.
Yeah, Patrix has a surprising announcement. Anna and Lucy learn Ben's true feelings, and Briana and Brittany parent their quaternary twins. That was so hard to say. I should have been practicing that.
They say it like it's nothing all the time. Quaternary.
Yeah. Quaternary.
And it's just like, I don't know. They're cousins.
I don't get it. Yeah.
But all right. All right.
Also, and we do have some mullet time.
Yeah.
I do. So Amanda wants to know if Anna's tooth is still rotting, because we have not brought that up since like episode 2. And honestly, I had already forgotten about that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So I did some research.
And
I did find an article about it, though I don't know if this is reputable or anything like that. It's from the Mirror. And so it was a quote from Ben saying that Lucy decided that she was going to get a wisdom tooth taken out so that Anna can get the infected tooth taken out. So according to this article, Lucy got a wisdom tooth removed so that Anna could get her infected tooth removed.
So they still have the same amount of teeth in their head, but they're different teeth.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean,
Amanda,
it makes sense though, because they stopped
talking
about it. They stopped talking about it. They haven't mentioned it at all. So
yeah, and Ben did tell them, like when they were talking about, well, that's stupid. So what are you gonna do? Like if
you're both gonna end up with no teeth.
Yeah, it's like, so where does it end? So I don't know, but Amanda, that's a good question, because I'd honestly forgotten about it. So you would think that they made that such a big part in the first couple episodes. Why wouldn't they just do that and talk about it now? Be like, oh yeah, no, this is what we're doing. Maybe season 2.
Did we miss it? I don't know. Like, I don't know if we missed it, or I know that like other countries get like extended episodes and stuff.
Oh,
or
that's
they do
fair.
those like, they do those like TLC somethings. I don't remember what they're called, but they do More to Love sometimes, and they'll air them like the week later. And I don't watch it on TV, so I never see the More to Loves, but it'll add like an entire like scene in that it wasn't in the original episode.
Yeah, because we saw that part of Pounders where Brian's going through the house telling Amy everything she's going to have to replace.
Yes.
On vacation, you were like, what is this?
Yeah, because I'd seen it before, and I was like, I have no idea I've never seen this part. Yeah. So maybe that's what it was in?
Talk about it. But yeah, so Amanda, good question. I have no idea. Yeah. I like to think
according to this article that I cannot verify,
I like to think personally that, you know how when you go to the dentist and they scrub your teeth with that polishing stuff? Mm-hmm. I like to think that Lucy is literally just taking straight up like sugar or rock candy and scrubbing that one tooth with it every night to try to rot it. So that way she can be like, now we both have rotten teeth. So every night she's like,
how you would do that, because like, okay, can you like, if I'm feeling like my teeth, I don't know which one it is, because it's like I can't ever figure out.
No, because when you have something between your teeth, you're always like, wait, but which tooth? Like, I can feel it with my tongue, but then I stick my finger in there. It's like, do I have teeth? I don't even know what's happening.
That would just be really impressive if she knows exactly which tooth she needs.
So
and also, do they do the mirror image of each other? So it would be a molar on this, like the opposite side.
Yeah, it would be, because they do wear their hair differently. You did point that out last episode, that they do tend to,
and then they did
one braid's on the left and one's on the right. Yeah, no, because you said something about it, so now they're like, "Oh, we can't
Yeah,
do
now
that anymore."
once I noticed it, they're like, "No, now we're not doing that." Okay,
No, not doing
thanks.
that. Someone's making fun of
Thanks,
us.
ladies. I was making fun of them. I think they're lovely. They're
I would
crazy,
make fun
but
of them.
lovely. You
And
would.
then Ellen just thinks that Audie's a genius, and I'm
Ellen
not happy
made
about
my
being
whole
ganged
morning.
upon. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. She sent me. She screenshotted this comment, by the way, Ellen, and sent it to me at work, and I was like,
I was
okay.
cracking up because Ellen basically also thinks that Summer just wearing her sweaters raw is not a normal thing, and she says, "I think Ted Bundy did that."
I don't know how y'all wear stuff underneath your sweaters.
Because that's just what you're supposed to do.
I don't. Like, do you remember a couple years ago I was wearing my cardigans without something underneath them too? And then you were like, "Why are we just raw dogging our cardigans and with a sports bra?" And I was like, "Because I thought it was cute." And you're like, "No, they need shirts."
You just do what you want to do, but I mean all right. I think it's weird. I would just never ever do that. I would always, even
Well,
if like, like my little Disneyland sweater that I wear sometimes, a little croppy toppy
yeah,
one almost. I
yeah.
always wear a tank top under that too.
No. Okay. To be fair, I thought you were crazy. And then Ellen said what she said. I'm like, well, maybe I'm not crazy. And then I just mentioned it to my coworkers.
Maybe you are crazy.
Yeah. And both of my coworkers were like, "Oh yeah, just like a shirt or a tank top underneath your sweaters. Yeah, why would you wear them without that?" And I'm like, I don't know. That's so weird.
You know what? Yeah, I don't know. Actually, now that you think of it, I don't do that either.
You know what? It's fine. I can be different. I'm
this
okay.
This is why your sweatshirt that we have that matches is so much grosser looking than mine, though, because you have to wash yours because you don't have anything between it.
Because I be raw dogging my sweater. And I'm going to be honest. I honestly wanted to, for this podcast, just put a hoodie on and at some point just unzip it during the podcast and have no shirt underneath it, just so you would freak out on me.
I don't think I would freak out. I would just be like, this is just what she does. She's just a
not
nudist.
wearing a shirt under her hoodie now.
Just at least you're at home.
Yeah, that's. But I mean, I don't ever take sweaters off in public.
I guess you just run colder than I do, but yeah. I would never do that.
Yeah, you and Ellen just wearing your sweaters.
I died laughing. I was trying to do my notes. Yeah, it's not normal. Not normal. All right.
I don't think Carl wears a shirt underneath his sweater. Does Kyle
he has to? Yes.
No, I don't know.
Carl 100% does, unless he's wearing like a sweater. I don't know, like
a sweater.
Those, like, yeah, like a sweater, not a sweatshirt.
I don't know if Carl even owns a sweatshirt. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I've never seen Carl in a sweatshirt. I don't think
that's
ever.
way casual for him. I don't think he does.
He's a very fancy man, so
he's a very he's a fancy dandy man. I shouldn't say that on the internet.
He's very fancy.
He's very fancy.
Let's just get into this. Are you
ready? I'm ready. And Indiana is in the room, but she's fighting her brother currently. So
okay.
I'm just preparing.
You'll probably hear cat noises, so just.
But I don't have a can of Dr. Pepper currently, so.
Oh no! We gotta get through this before you start.
No,
you immediately move your mic for no reason.
But I did. Oh yeah, she made fun of me, guys, in front of our baby cousin about me moving the mic, and she was like, "Yeah, she just randomly moves the mic all the time."
You do all the time.
I feel like I need to play with. Never mind. I don't want to say that. I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, well, you're fidgety, and that's fine. But yeah. Anywho, well, let's get into this. So, starting with the most boring is Briana and Brittany. Literally nothing happens. They're just sitting in their new closet with the baby. We didn't get to see the baby being here. His name is Jax. Brittany got to go back with Briana when she had him. So the dad, whichever one it was back there with the twin. So their entire storyline is basically just they finished the closet and they decided just to add changing rooms so that no one is walking in on the wrong twin.
Which I think makes sense anyway. It's like,
makes a lot of sense.
Why you do that?
I still think that having just separate closets probably would have made more sense.
Well, but isn't that kind of what they had anyway? Because they said, and then we have a walk-in closet with doors. That way no one walks in on the wrong twins. Like, So you basically have a room that's a closet with 2 separate closets attached.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean,
and then I don't know.
It's very white. It's a very vanilla room. I would put more colors in it. That's just me.
Their house looks like it's massive.
Yeah, but I would definitely do like some more colors, but it was a cool use of space.
Yes. But they're now working on what the babies are going to call them, and they've decided on Mommy and Ami.
Which I love.
Mommy.
I love Ami.
So that means but they'll both be Mommy and Ami, depending on who's talking to them.
Right. So which kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they don't know what to call the dads yet because they're working on like Dunkel, and I don't know. I don't remember what the other ones that they said. Why
wouldn't you do like Dad and Udad or something? That's
yeah.
Or
just
like
Dad
Udad.
And Jeremy.
No,
I don't get it.
Could not do that.
Dad and never Daddy. Do that. And then they both breastfeed. They say that they both breastfeed each other's babies. This doesn't weird me out like at all.
No.
And then they start talking about if their breast milk tastes the same. So, which I'm just like, then just taste it.
Yeah, just taste it. It's fine. Who cares? But
I mean, you made it.
I don't think the changing of the guards with the breastfeeding is weird. We talked about it before we started recording because we're like that.
Sorry.
That we have an aunt who loved to be pregnant.
Yeah.
Loves being pregnant. Loved all that. And it would not be weird or odd for her to just, if she was currently lactating, to breastfeed whatever baby she was holding.
I don't think I would blink an eye.
No, I think I would just be like, that's happening. There are a few of my cousins and aunts that I would blink an eye and be like, are you high right now? Have you been high?
Yeah.
For should you be breastfeeding? But most of my family, I would just be like, okay, that's, I don't know. To me, that I know that this was probably weird for some people, but
we as non-mothers are just like, all right, I guess that works.
Yeah, we're just like, sure. I mean, I don't think it's weird. I don't think it's odd. I did think it's funny that these people are ripping off your Sims thing. Because they're doing J names that are only 3 letters instead of K names that are 3 letters. Jet and Jax.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't notice that. She has a whole family. The Denali's.
I do. My entire Sims family, they ended up having 13 kids because I don't ever want them to die. That's why.
That's why she stopped playing them.
I've literally played them for like 6 or 7 years, this family, and all of their kids are 3-letter K names.
Yep. That's why I thought it was so funny. I'm surprised you didn't notice that. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Well, is Jet not with 2 T's though? I assume it's 2 T's.
I would assume it was 1. See, I was immediately when they said that, I was like, oh, Jet and Jax. Okay, so they're ripping off my sister and her Sim family.
Maybe. I don't know. But then they say that they feel like both of the boys are equal. They feel like both of the boys' moms. But then when Briana hands Brittany Jax to breastfeed, she lets her try for like, I don't know, 45 seconds before she's like, give him back.
Yeah, I felt like it was like, no, they are the same. Give me my baby. And she's like, are you sure? And it's like, yeah, I got it. I got a little break. It's like, I don't know. I know that breastfeeding also, like, it releases a lot of hormones and it makes you feel attached to the baby. So maybe she's just like, no, I really want more of that high. I don't know.
Well, I would assume that she hasn't ever been breastfeeding Jet, right? Like, I don't know when your milk comes in.
Yeah, I would guess
it's towards the end of your pregnancy.
Yeah.
Right?
So she hasn't been breastfeeding Jet, I would assume, this whole time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that means that she is just now a lactation station.
Specialist.
For Jet. Specialist.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. But I don't know. It seems, I mean, honestly, they're the most vanilla.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think some people would have weirdness about the breastfeeding, but literally, I'm with you. It's like, if you and I were pregnant and both of us were breastfeeding at the same time, it would not be weird for to be like, okay, well, I'm going to breastfeed your baby because he was loud and you weren't here.
They do that. They do that in Sister Wives.
Yeah.
Mary breastfed one of Janelle's kids because Janelle's daughter, Madison, was failure to thrive. And Janelle, I think, was having problems lactating or something like that. And Mary had just had Leon. And so was just like a milk machine, had no problems with it. So she breastfed Madison for Janelle, which I think is beautiful.
So why didn't that improve their relationship? I feel like that would have been a whole
I
bonding
don't
thing of
know.
like, I'm
Probably
so glad
because
that
I'm
you can do
pretty
this.
sure. I'm pretty sure that Mary and Janelle have literally beat the shit out of each other in the past.
They don't seem like they're friendly, no. But that's Cody's fault.
No. They're more
And I've never
friendly
seen the show.
now. Well, I do think that it is Cody's fault because I think that Cody created an environment where he was making the women compete against each other for his affection and for attention for their children. And I think that Mary probably never had the temperament to be a sister wife. I think Janelle probably did. Like, honestly, Janelle seemed like she thrived with the multiple family thing.
I feel like sometimes I think I could be a multiple wife because the idea of like, oh, my job is to stay home and make dinner and make sure that YouTube is watched. I can do that. I mean,
but what if your Janelle's job was to go to work all the time? You know,
but I think at one point that would be great too because then I come home and dinner's ready and the house is clean and laundry's done and I can literally come home and then make sure that YouTube is getting watched properly. So I mean, I feel like I would be fine. Unless it was the kid part, and then I'd be like, I don't want to do that job. But yeah, I feel like but then it's the fact that, oh, but you're making out with my husband. No, I'm not okay now. Like, I just need a sister wife who doesn't want to make out with my husband, who just wants to work for free.
Well, I also
and share her money.
I think that Cody also probably because Janelle said that Cody leaks like a sieve. So I think that Cody went to all of the Cody went to all of the wives and talked shit about all of the wives to all of the wives, creating an environment of like backstabbing,
distrust, and
yes.
Okay, I was way going the wrong way with that. I was like, ew.
Ew, no. Ew. But anyway, and then the last thing that Briana and Brittany are doing is they're calling it Operation Get Hot so they can get their bodies back to the same exact way.
Which, okay, all right. But
you do what you want.
I don't know. I talk about this for 1,000 Pound Sisters, but I don't like this. I think you have a body and your body's great, and that's all that matters. If you have a body, then your body's great. But that's just me.
All right. So, and then Anna and Lucy are actually one of the most boring. So
yeah, nothing happens.
They're back at the park right where we left off last time. They have Ben has a romantic picnic set up for them, and they just leave their mom in the car.
Yep.
Just leave her there.
Which I wonder if mom can drive. Maybe that was part of the plan because Ben had to have driven here.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if maybe mom was like, okay, girls, go off with you. And then she just drove home.
I think she sat in the car like
I need my noise canceling headphones tonight.
Ew. But basically, Ben said he did all of this to show how much they mean to him. And the girls are pretty speechless. And then they tell him that they were worried that they were pushing him away and that they had thought that they lost him. And he's trying to reassure him that he's not going anywhere. And then I did like this. So I don't know. I'm sure you noticed, but as he's saying all the comforting things, one of the sisters keeps asking questions and being catty a little bit.
Yes,
she's still upset because he's like, they're like, well, we think that we might have overreacted when you didn't show up. And he was like, well, it was the only way I could plan this. And then one of them goes, by standing us up. Okay.
Yeah, no, right. I noticed that too because she was also the sister when he was saying a lot of the loving, I'm committed to you and I want to be here for you. He looked more at whichever one was closest to him than he did the one who was being all cattywampus with him and rude. Because she's like, well, standing us up and, because we just want it to be, because she was also the one who pointed out, make sure they're the same. It's like, what the, oh my God.
I do think that he probably seems to like one of them better than the other one.
Yeah.
I think he likes, which one is it? Anna better than the other one? Or is it Lucy?
I don't remember which one, but there's definitely in this scene, it seemed like even the way that they were positioned, because I know the girls were beside each other, but it looked like he was on a date with one girl and her psycho sister who wears the same clothes showed up. Well, if you're going to go on a date, you have to take your sister. Because he was
the way that
very
he
much
was
more into the other
leaned, one. I thought originally he had his hand on one of their legs, but it ended up being like a pillow or something. But it looked like he was touching one of them and he wasn't. But
yeah,
I think it's Anna or Lucy. I don't know. One of them he looks at first all the time.
Yeah. So
which one? I don't remember.
That's my own shade. But yeah, the one was not over it. She is not over it.
Yeah.
And I think he definitely has more feelings for one of them. And I mean, I'm glad he could tell them apart because during the proposal, he did know which one was which. And the rings were gorgeous. It looked like it was an engagement ring with your...
It looked like 2 bands, right?
Yeah.
I saw like 2 bands and then a massive
I was thinking it was 3
ring.
brands. I think it was like the bottom, what do they call those?
Well,
the
like
wraps?
The bottom and then the actual like diamond and then another one in the
top.
front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looked like it was a full-on
set
hunk of rock.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Because then he says like they say something about how they mean the world to him and all that stuff, and then they ask what if they can't get pregnant, and he tells them that they're enough, which I thought was sweet. And then he gives them the boxes and he says that the rings represent all of them. And then he says, Anna, you mean the world to me, and I want to show you that I'm committed to you. And Lucy, I love you. Like he says the exact same thing to both of them.
Yeah.
One after the other. But I don't think this was a proposal because he didn't say, will you marry me? He was basically like, well, this is all I can do. So
yeah,
we're good now, right?
Well, because he even said, he was like, I can't marry you, but I hope this satisfies you that I am serious. I mean, like, I've given you a ring, like, I'm committed. And I don't think that's bad, but I don't think these girls are going to be happy with it. They seem...
No, because they were like, well, maybe we can get married in Malaysia or Indonesia or parts of the U.S., which it's not legal here, so you can't.
No, you cannot. But no, I was just like, so they're still not satisfied because I think this was a big step for Ben, and I do think this was him being like, this is what I can give you. We can't get married. And I'm sad by that, but also I don't care. But also, here's your ring, and you can tell everybody we're engaged or married
or whatever,
or affianced or whatever word you want to use.
I think you would just say that they're partners or they're committed or something. That's it.
But when you say that,
he did not. This was not a proposal, like at all.
No, he did not ask.
He basically said it's not legal to marry you, so all I can do is this picnic and these rings.
Yeah, and they said, but we've been Googling it because he didn't even say, hey, like this is the commitment that I want to give you, and if you girls want to have a ceremony or something, then
we'll figure that out. He didn't say anything about it.
Nope. I don't think anything changed for Ben except for now he's a little broker. Yeah,
because he bought 6 rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of boring. But yeah, I did definitely notice that one was a little more catty than the other one.
One is still upset, and I don't blame her for being upset because you knew that you had dinner plans with them. Why did you wait till they were already there to cancel?
Right.
When this didn't happen like in their house, because they said, oh, are you still hung up at work?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So you already had like a blanket reason to not be available.
Yeah.
He could have done this when they weren't waiting on him, literally.
Yeah, but I think that was just for internet
dramatic
clout.
Effect. Probably. Yeah. But so now on to, we always go through the boring ones so fast because we're only 20 minutes in. But
yeah, but then we have so much other garbage to talk about with Christina and Jessica because it's always Christina and Jessica, guys.
It's always Christina and Jessica. So Brooke and Baylee, the baby is home and they've named him Cross.
Have you ever seen a baby with so much hair? I don't know if
he
just have
like
bald
so
babies.
Much hair.
Yes,
oh
like
my
I've
gosh.
never seen a baby with so much hair. Like it looked like a toupee, guys. Like it was.
It looked like a doll.
Yeah,
like it literally
he had so much hair.
He had so much hair.
Like like I said, I don't know if our babies are always bald when we see our babies in our family, but I've never, and maybe it's because he has dark hair, and I can't think of any baby we've had with dark hair. Can you?
No.
So, but this baby had like hair, like
had a lot of hair.
It was like it was
straight
crazy.
Jet black hair.
Yeah, because I went back and like I was like, wait, I'm looking at that wrong because I thought it was a cap.
Yeah,
like, no, that's his hair.
He's a lot of hair.
He has a lot of hair.
So basically, we have Baylee and Denver dick swinging about who can get Cross to smile the most.
Which is so dumb. I hated that.
I don't know why Denver's giving into this competition, or I just don't get it. It's so childish. Like,
yeah, it's dumb. I did like how
you're
he says,
never gonna know his
poops.
Kids better. Yeah, he smiles when he poops, so he's probably just pooping on you. And she's like, he didn't poop. Okay. And it's like okay. He doesn't know where he is right now. He's just smiling at anything. Well, not anything, but
it's like right now we could probably put him with a statue, and as long as the statue was warm, he'd be like, okay, this is fine. I don't care. Like it's a baby.
But I didn't get the competition thing about it. And then
It went on way too long, too.
It did. And I was just like, why are we doing that? That's so immature. Who cares? But like, I just, Baylee will never be as important to this kid as his dad. And I think that she doesn't understand that at all.
No, it's weird. I'm just like, and they didn't name the kid Messer. What they name him?
Yeah. Cross.
Yeah.
With a K. So, there you go. And then Brooke and Baylee have to go handle the placenta, which is mostly just Brooke doing it and Baylee standing around.
Yeah, because Denver forgot it and left it in the trunk of his car.
I mean, I think he did that accidentally on purpose, probably.
Yeah, for sure he did, because he was like, this is freaking weird.
Well, and I mean, but now he has to just sit in his house because now she's like, well, now I have to keep it in a jar. And it's like, you don't, though. I mean,
I'm also going to not lie to you guys. I had no idea placentas were that big, because the one she showed in the jar the first time didn't look that big. I wonder if they shrink. Oh, that's probably it. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, oh my God, that's huge.
Yeah. And your body grows that. It's like a whole organ that your body grows.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was like, that is so impressive. But she does seem slightly obsessed with placentas. Like, I know Denver was like, I don't get it. And she was like, that's mean. It's like, well, it is. Like, it's a little obsessive, but that's fine.
Because then they just dump it in a jar and then just fill it with alcohol. Yeah. And then they're like, oh my God, it looks so cool. And I'm like, it really doesn't. Like, it's a cool thing that your body grew that and stuff. And I get it. But like, I don't want to look at that. It's cool. No. Like, I'm not grossed out by it, but I don't do. Okay. Any of the moms who are listening, is your placenta in a jar?
Yeah. No.
Curious.
Also, this jar opens and closes so easily. I was like, I feel like we should be rubber cementing this jar shut.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just like a clicky
Never open
one.
This.
No. I was like, I feel like it'd be like, okay, so this is sealed, and I take rubber cement, hot glue a ribbon around the edge, something that's like, this does not open. This is now.
And don't open that. Yeah, it's sealed forever. Yeah,
because if I was Dinner, I would just go pop that open to let it really rot and be like, oh, well, now you have to get rid of it because there's flies in it.
I don't think she would. I think she would just dump more alcohol on it.
No,
like I don't. I mean, like, it's a weird. I mean, you do what you want, but
you do you, boo.
But I mean, I'm not going to be.
I'm not going to be eating sandwiches looking at it.
Yeah, because you keep it in her dining room. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
no.
Then they start having this whole conversation, and Baylee says that her and Briar are talking about if Briar gets called to another state, and they're struggling right now because Briar's basically saying that Baylee needs to be willing to come with him if he gets called, and Baylee's saying, "Well, I can't move away from my sister," which, I mean, they're married now, so it does work out. They figure this out, but that's his job. So
yeah,
I mean, that's what the job is. So if you're not willing to do that,
yeah, and it's like, I can't marry you then. And then Brooke being like, well, then you guys need to. I pushed them to get engaged, but now I think they need to slow down. It's like, what are you talking about? And
yeah,
you're the one who's like, she's like, well, I'm a family of 4 now. But
yeah, because then she says, I'm a family of 4, and Baylee is clinging to my family. And it's like, that sounds negative, though. Don't you? That seems to me like Baylee should go and spread her wings and do her own thing.
Yeah, and they're like, well, I understand it's sad when your sister moves away. Like, when my sister moved away, it was like, oh, okay, this is kind of sad.
I moved an hour away.
It's so sad.
I've never been more than an hour away from you.
And I'm so traumatized.
Literally. 45 minutes to an hour is the furthest I've been.
But they do say that they have never been apart. So it's like, does that mean that they've never been on vacation or honeymooned or anything away from each other?
I guess not. I don't know. It just kind of like, well, but if you want to marry him, that's his job. So you need to understand that that's a possibility. But basically, she needs to be willing to go, or they need to break up. And I think it's stupid that now Brooke is like, well, now you can't marry him, but also you're too clingy with my family. And it's like, well, which is it?
I mean, I feel like, this is a season finale, so there's a lot of things that are coming out now. They're like, wow, you are super hecka toxic.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't like Brooke. I still don't like Brooke. Brooke is probably my least favorite sister of all the sisters.
No, and I was wrong about who I thought you were talking about, but when you came down on, was that Wednesday?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Y'all don't know either. But When you came down Wednesday, it was like, oh, yeah, you're right. That is that person for sure.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Those are the vibes. And I don't
randomly,
like that.
This is May 1st, so it's going to be May. Okay. So
oh my God. All right.
How to do that. Sorry.
There you go, guys. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So anyway, we're done with Brooke and Baylee already. So Christina and Jessica, Christina is talking to John about how he needs to be more welcoming. And then
she's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
I'm glad that she's actually getting on him.
Yeah, I thought that this would fix it and we could be a big happy family. And then John's like, I'm glad you guys are close. Or like he says, like, what did he say? What did you want me to say? And she's like, you could have said, I'm glad you guys are close and I hope we can mend. And then he's like, well, that would take time. And it's just like, okay, so you are being rude to her. Like, that's what you're doing. You're being rude to her sister and making her feel unwelcome and then acting like you don't know why her sister's acting like this.
Yeah, because you don't care.
Yeah, and he was like, and she said she could read my mind, but all I was sitting here thinking was that I didn't want to be a part of this conversation, and I'm just so tired because I didn't get my nappy today.
Yeah,
it's like,
Blue
oh my
was
God.
off.
And then Christina's like, okay, so it is your energy because your energy is saying that you don't want her around.
Yep.
And then he's just like, yeah.
Yeah, because she said in her talking head, she was like, I've been blaming my sister this whole time, but maybe it's not just her.
Yeah.
Maybe it is John. It's like, yeah.
It's crazy that you never thought that it could be the new person in the relationship.
No, I mean, and I think that just makes her super naive. But
yeah,
I it's so funny. She's like, oh my God, maybe he is being rude. It's like, yeah,
he is.
Like,
welcome.
Don't get me wrong. I still don't think they're psychic, but that's just me.
Like, no, I don't think so either. Because she then says that she can see all the ends of her relationships, and she sees a girl with John, and it isn't her. And then she's like, so if we don't fix this, this could be real. And I'm like, wait, so is it a premonition? Like, or is it? Like, I don't know. And then he's like, why is that my fault? And she's like, I didn't say it was your fault. And he's like, well, I can't change what you see or what you feel. And then and she's like, well, what if you not getting along with my sister is why that's happening? And he's just like, well, I'm not going to what does he say? Like, I'm not going to respect being told that you see me with someone else when I'm with the person that I love. And he starts like almost crying. And then she immediately backs off.
Well, but the problem is that because she tells him that she sees him with that, and he's like, well, I'm sorry if you feel that way. She's like, it's not a feeling, John. I know it. And it's like, okay, so what you're saying now is that I can't even argue with you because you already know what's happening. And at that point, you're just kind of screwed. Yeah. And I understand the frustration of, I don't want to be with anybody else. And now you are telling me that I'm going to be with somebody else because you have a premonition and you know how every relationship ends. Well, here's the deal, sweetheart. If you know how every relationship ends, why get in one?
Yeah. Well, like, I guess maybe she doesn't know until it's already too late. Because if she already knows how this ends, I mean, like, I guess she's trying to butterfly effect it, where she's just trying to make sure that doesn't happen. But if they've all ended the same way, then you can't, and it's already too late, right?
Yeah. So it's like, so you're not psychic. You have, I don't know. I don't understand that. I just don't get it. And maybe that's part of my problem. But I understand John's frustration is, okay, so now I can't argue with you because you already know what I'm going to say.
Because you know everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So now, because honestly, I never thought about it until this moment, but I was like, this would make me want to break up with you too, to be like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be told what I'm going to do in the future because you know what's going to happen in the future. So if you already know how this ends, then why are we here?
Yeah, but he doesn't want to move out. Probably.
Yeah, it's like, if you already know that I'm going to, die huffing glue, then why are you buying glue? Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you can't argue with somebody who's like, well, no, I know John. It's like, and now you have his sister or her sister who's telling you, I'm a mind reader, John, so I know what you're thinking. It's like, I literally just thought you're a bitch and I want you out of my house. That's all I thought.
Yeah, which is exactly what she was responding to, though. So maybe she can read minds.
Maybe she can read minds. Maybe you're right. But I just, I don't like her using this against him, because I feel like it
Well,
does.
yeah, but I also don't like him because when she is lecturing him, he looks like a 17-year-old.
No,
Like
he looks like he's
a
in
kid
trouble.
getting in trouble by mom.
Yeah, but then as soon as he starts crying and is like being vulnerable, she immediately apologizes and backs off like, okay, well, but you're okay. And so neither one of them are strong enough to be who they really are, I don't think.
No.
Because I don't think her defending her sister to John is a bad thing. I don't think John defending himself against the psychic terrorism of, well, you're going to break up with me is a fair thing. But I think he used weaponized tears to get out of it, because he was like, well, I'm sorry, I'm just so young and I make mistakes. And she's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I'll go give you head. And
Jesus.
I don't like it. I don't like it. And we're not even done with these two. But
no, because the next scene we have is Christina going over to Jess's house, and I really feel like she's had a conversation now with John where it's turned back on all of this being Jess's fault.
Yeah,
that's the energy I feel like she's coming in with.
No,
because she's basically talking about how she wants to marry John, but the biggest hurdle is Jess.
Yep. So I think John probably told her, he's like, I want to marry you one day, but I can't have your sister coming up into my house and being rude all the time with our children and our babies.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And that's immediately just making her just like, oh, you're right, my sister's the worst. Because I felt like she lectured him well. Yeah, she left, her sister left angry from the house, but it seemed like it was okay. But yeah, this seems completely different energy. So I agree. I think that they had a huge conversation. And then she just walks into her sister's house without knocking, which I get, but it was awkward.
Yeah. So basically, she goes into her sister's house and she's talking about how she wants a healthy relationship, but wants to see what happens when she doesn't put Jess first. Like that, because of everything that's going on right now. And then Jess's ex-husband walks into her bedroom looking for his underwear because they went to Pound Town. But I do not think Jess is into this guy at all.
No, she seems so
like it was just a booty call for her, and I think that for him, he thinks it's something, but it's not.
No, I think 100% he still has feels, and she's just like, yeah, thanks for getting my rocks off. Go pick up her kid.
Yeah, because on the couch, he was like, well, we don't know if we're going to get back together, and she was shaking her head. Like,
yeah. I think this is just, which is weird because I just watched a documentary about a woman who did that with her ex-husband and then he ended up killing her. But
yeah, it's really, well, Mike doesn't give me those vibes, but I mean, what does before they do that
it's
stuff.
manipulative, so.
But is it? Because if she's not saying like, I love you and all that stuff, and then he's the one who's catching feelings, then that's on him.
True.
But I don't know. But then Christina is basically like, well, I have questions, but I don't want to be in Jess's business because I don't like her and mine. And it's like, why did you have to throw her under the bus when she's not asking any questions right now?
Yeah. And you have to be like, it's like, okay, well then it's none of your business. Yeah. My ex-husband just walked out in his boxers, but
yeah,
I'll tell you.
You can easily draw the conclusion of what happened.
Yeah.
So
I did his laundry because he spilled honey on his pants.
Yeah.
So weird.
And then Jess says she doesn't know where she and Mike are headed. It's just moment to moment. But I have no vibes that she has any feelings for this guy anymore.
No, I think she's just doing it and whatever works.
I mean, you get what you need, but like
they're both consenting adults, and as long as they're both consenting with this is just what's happening, then I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with it if she's like manipulating him or if he's manipulating. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not okay with either one of that. Like you need to be honest with people.
Yeah, but she might also not know what she wants right now. So
well, I think a lot of it is coming up when she talks to her sister. I think she wants to get back with her ex because her sister has a man and she's afraid that she'll be left out.
Well, she says that pretty much because she says, like Christina says, like, well, I thought spreading that because this is where their like fight starts basically, and she's like, I thought spraying the ashes was going to fix everything, and her sister's like, it did. I don't know why you're now upset at me for nothing. You like walked in here upset at me pretty much.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you talk about the codependency thing. But then you go and make me tell John everything, which is you being codependent. So
yeah,
clearly we're both codependent. So don't just blame it on me. which is true because literally she was like, I want to tell John I'm a psychic, but you have to be there with me. Why?
Yeah, because you're my sister and I need you for support. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, but I feel like this is a conversation you should have with John by yourself.
And I also have problems with John. So me being there is going to create a different dynamic and environment than you talking to your boyfriend.
Yeah.
But anyway, because I really think in this moment, because there's a part that comes up where like Jess says, well, now you're victim crying. And I really think she is, because I didn't think that Christina or Jess said anything heinous, in my opinion.
No, I don't either. I think she was just being honest about, he says mean things.
I mean, she was guilt tripping, to be fair.
She was. No, because and I mean, they have both said harsh things, because she is the one who told her sister, well, you just don't love me as much as I love you. So there's definitely some issues going on.
Yeah.
But no,
there are definitely issues, because
straight up victim crying.
She was, because so to get into it, so Jess basically says, when we went back to mom's, it reminded me that I had a friend and you have a boyfriend. That's cool. But I have to have a sister. Who has changed, and now I'm alone all the time. Which I get where she's coming from, because like we were doing this divorce thing together and now you're with him and everything's changed all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And I'm adjusting to it because my best friend now is too busy to hang out with me. Like I get that. And then Christina says, but you can't make me feel guilty about having my own life. I agree with you. And then here's where the guilt tripping kind of starts, because she says, oh, you pick penis over me. That's fine. Like that's what you're doing. Which I mean, yeah.
She did, but that's just an inflammatory statement. That's all that is. That's just...
Yeah, uteruses prefer deuteruses.
Yeah. But she's not wrong either, because it's like, why can't Christine be like, yeah, I am right now because I like getting laid?
Yeah, pretty much. And then they're like, and then Jess is like, well, we're codependent on each other. And then Christina says, I don't want to be codependent on you. And then Jess is pretty much just like, well, when you need me, I'll be here. Just so you know, like, because you will need me and I will be right here. And then,
which is not a bad thing to tell your sister at any point and be like, well,
no,
I'll be here.
It's not.
I'm not going anywhere.
But then I did like this though, because Jess says, I treat him like shit the way he treats me like shit. And I really think Christina does not see that, because the second she says that, Christina starts crying.
Yep. Ugly fake crying.
Yeah. And then Jess says, oh, so you're victim crying. And then Christina's like, no, I'm not victim crying. And it's like, you bet you are. So.
Yeah.
Because the second I tell you that John treats me like shit, so I treat him like shit back, now you're crying to make me back down. Yeah, so I feel guilty.
She literally just yelled at him about, well, I don't think you treated my sister right.
So yeah, but knows. Now that my sister's saying it, now it's too much.
Yeah. It's, there's a lot of manipulation between these two, and I just don't think, I don't think they have a real relationship based on anything. I don't know how to say it. Based on anything but shared history, I don't understand why these two are still together.
Yeah. I feel like, well, because they have a business together.
Yeah. So I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Because it seems like this would be the kind of relationship that you would be like, you guys really need to just cut each other off. Just stop.
I think they could both be healthier if one of them moved across country.
Yeah. Yeah. Or at least to a different town.
Yeah.
Just go.
Like,
just go.
It just seems unhealthy.
But then Christina says, you're a bully and you're fucked up on the talking. Yeah. Like they were crying in the room and now they're crying, and she's crying again in the talking head interview. And that's where she tells Christina that she's a bully. And then Jess says, I won't get my sister back until she breaks up with John, which we'll see what happens. But spoilers, now we have one more sister duo. And for like, I think
she does not break up with John. Sorry. Now
she
both
doesn't.
Girls are
no,
on
they're
the
married.
desk.
I know. We have one more set to go through, and then you can go be as loud as you want. So
well, it's not my fault. Oh wait, maybe the little one will leave now.
Well, I'm fine with them being there as long as they literally will just walk and rub on the microphone constantly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. My girls are needy.
I mean, you can't lock a cat out of a room. It's they'll just scream. So I get it. But and so Patrix and Patrika are actually our number one.
Which is funny because they have been bottom barrel for like weeks now.
Yeah, they've been boring AF. So
Yeah.
Patrika is trying to call Patrix because she has not heard from her in 2 days. She hasn't answered her calls, hasn't answered her text messages, nothing, and she doesn't know where she is. And
Yep.
so she's obviously upset. And then one of her boys comes in and is all like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Well, we don't know where Patrix is." And he's like, "Oh, Patrix is all right." And they're
Yeah.
like, "What do you mean she's all right?" And he's like,
Yeah,
"She's just all right."
immediately it's like they parent that little boy. They're like, "Get in here. What do you
Yeah.
mean?"
And then he says that she's in Texas. And then Patrix told him not to tell anyone unless they started to freak out.
Yeah.
So now he's telling him. So the guy that she was on and off again with is named Tony, and
Yep.
he lives in Texas. So Patrika Odd immediately is like, okay, so she's with Tony. Okay.
Yeah.
And so she texts her and is like, I know you're in Texas. Call me right now. And then
And she
Patrix
calls her
actually calls
immediately. Like
immediately.
FaceTime immediately. Like, okay.
Yeah. And
busted.
this is the shocking part is that
Yes.
she's engaged.
So
Patrix is
crazy.
engaged to Tony.
Yeah.
What?
We just went on a date with Hodo. Hodo? What was his name?
Hojo.
Sorry. And I want credit for this because I did not tell Audie when she was home this week because I was like, I know about somebody getting engaged.
You said something about someone gets engaged, and I was like, oh, it's probably Baylee or Anna and Lucy, or I never said Patrix.
Nope. And I was like, I don't know, but I'm not saying nothing.
You didn't say anything, so I'm shocked. But then Ron's like, Tony's all right. He calls him quirky turkey, basically.
Yeah, he doesn't like Tony.
No,
for some reason
he doesn't. He says he's a hugger, and that's pretty much I think that's his problem with it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And then Patrick says, "Oh, so you hug him?" And he's like, "No, why would I hug him?" It's like, okay,
yeah, because he says, well, because he's not in the family, so why would I do that? Which is, I mean, that's fair.
I don't know. I'm a huggy person, so I feel like I hug everybody.
I get that. And then Ron basically is, how did this happen so quickly? We just went out with Hojo. And it's like, because Hojo reminded her that no, thank you. Yeah. Hojo was weird. But
no, Patrika, I think she immediately went home. Or I'm wondering if somebody posts pictures online and this guy reached out.
Maybe.
And she was like, this is the one I want. I mean, or you're like you said, she went on the date and was like, no, not you, but you.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. So Patrika is waiting for Patrix to come over and tell her all the tea because she's coming back home. And then they say that it was terrible being apart for just a few days. So now this is where it starts getting weird. So
the tea.
Yeah. Patrika says that Tony is the perfect guy for Patrix, but this is too fast and he's disappointed her in the past. So she's like, how long have you been talking to Tony? And then Patrix is like, well, since the date with Hojo. And then she's like, but why didn't you tell me? And Patrix, and I respected this because she said, I wanted to do it on my own and didn't want to have to explain myself. And then she says, I wanted to make my decision and then maybe listen to your opinion, which I do respect that. And now she's planning to move to Texas with Tony. And then this is where Patrika pisses me off.
So bad, right? Because she's just like, well, now I'm going to move to Texas. And it's like, okay, move to Texas. Your sister was just trying to move you out anyway. Okay, but go for it. This makes me so mad too.
Then because Patrika's like, but we're supposed to be together. And then she's like, if you move to Texas, the sisterhood is going to be crushed. And how do you go roller skate without your sister? And it's all like, okay, you just go. You also just were trying to get her to move to Florida. So
yeah,
what's the difference?
We're like, well, you move to Florida and I'll follow you. It's like, and she's like, but you won't. So why would I do that? So you were just moving your sister states away anyway. So what's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference? And then Patrix is planning to move right away. And then Patrika is like, well, I need to stop her from making the biggest mistake of her life. And then she's like, so what's going on with Orlando? And Patrix is basically like, you ruined Orlando. Like, and I understand what she's saying because she's like, you wanted me to go to Orlando by myself. I'm not going to Texas by myself. I'll have Tony. So this is what you've wanted for me, but it's not, because you basically wanted me to be a placeholder so you could keep your version of the Orlando dream alive. Yeah.
And I was mad because she's like, clearly she has some codependency issues because she didn't want to go to Orlando by herself, even though her nephew is moving to Orlando for college. That wasn't enough. But Tony is enough for her to move to Texas. And I mean, I get it because I'm a jumper too. Like when serious things happen in my life, my first instinct is to just jump full fleet, don't care, make a huge change and do it. But you were just moving her. I don't understand why now she's going, well, now our dreams are crushed and I need to change her mind. It's like, no.
Yeah.
No. Like,
yep.
She's a terrible sister. I'm over that. And now I'm wondering, because we talked about in the first episode about the flute and about how her sister loved, how Patrix loved to play the flute, but she gave it up because Patrice couldn't.
Patrika
couldn't
play. Yeah.
So now, and I was like, who would ask her sister to do that? Patrika.
Yeah. I'm wondering if she did, because then Patrika's like, you moving to Texas means we both are giving up on the dream. And it's like, but you already did give up on it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go. Ron said no. So short of you divorcing your husband and moving to Orlando, you already were out and you've been out for years.
No.
So let her go and be happy. And then Patrika's like, well, let's move to Orlando temporarily because Ron will approve of that because we have to plan your wedding. And so then she says, and now then the boys will come see how happy we are in Orlando. And then we'll all live in Orlando. And it's just like, you are delusional. Like your sister was finally done with the delusions and you're full delusional.
Yeah, because isn't this just because Patrix was like, well, actually, we want to get married in Florida?
Yep, she said, we want to get married in Florida. So now Patrika's like, well, let's live in Florida for a little while because Ron will allow me to do that. And it's like, girl, your sister has been single not single, but like unmarried her entire adult life. She's finally happy and found someone that she wants to spend her life with and take a leap with. Who she knows. It's not like a brand new relationship or anything.
It's not like she met him
on Facebook. Let her do it.
Yeah, who cares? Even if she is making a horrible mistake, let her go.
I mean, I know that like Texas is, like a 3-hour plane ride away from Atlanta, and Disney is like what, 6-hour car drive, maybe an hour flight, hour and a half.
Depends on where you live in Texas, I'm sure.
Yeah, but like if she's in the Dallas area or like Houston or something like that, then she can get to Atlanta. There's direct flights.
That's true.
So I mean, it's not like there's a difference really.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll still just be a plane ride away from each other.
Well, and even according to Patrick, she said that they were together and hot and heavy until he moved to Texas. So clearly the only issue is distance.
Yeah, so, the issue's distance, and now she's ready to take the jump.
Yeah, so just
I don't know, but like
do it.
Patrika just completely being like, but you're not moving to Orlando anymore. And it's just like, bitch, you ruined Orlando for her.
Yeah.
And I mean, she was the one who was, she was the one who I thought was pressuring you to go. And now I think that you're the problem.
Yeah. I didn't like this. It really made me not like her at all. I was like, girl, you toxic AF.
Let her go.
Yeah.
Just let your sister go and be happy.
Like,
I didn't like it either.
No, I just don't like how these people have been on our bottom list, and you and I have always been like, no, this makes sense. Like, move to Disney. Absolutely, it's a dream. Like, absolutely, I get it. That, oh my gosh, she's so loud.
That I couldn't even hear that.
Okay, good, because she was shaking the whole table, scratching. But, no, it makes so much sense. And now she's like, oh, but you're not going to move to Orlando. You're going to move to Texas. It's like, okay, so I'm allowed to move my whole life as long as you are okay with where I'm moving it to.
Yes. It's like Patrix can go as long as as long as it's where Patrika wants her to go.
See, that's so dumb. Because
and that's not fair.
No, because even if we're wrong, we're right about Orlando because they want to move to Disney, which is where we all want to move. What if her sister got a job in Anaheim and could like live at the Disney hotel? Is Patricia going to be like, well, no, we didn't say that. We said Orlando.
Oh my gosh,
that's dumb.
I honestly,
I know you love Disneyland.
If you were a Disneyland person, I would move to Disneyland. I love Disneyland. You need to go to Disneyland.
I know. I've never been. I need to go.
You need to go. It's amazing.
I'm the only one in our family other than our brother and his family.
Carl didn't go. Like, I know Carl went for Ann Day. He went for a single day. And he didn't even do any of the things I told him to do.
No, his friend is chaotic and not fun.
Yeah, he didn't even get to ride Pirates. Like,
Nope.
Carl doesn't count. Don't take Carl's advice about Disneyland. Carl
Well, no,
needs
he
to
loves
actually go.
Disneyland. He loves
I
it.
know,
And he
but
really
he
wants to go
hasn't
back.
done
But
it.
he's done it more than I did.
He was there for what, like 6 hours?
6 hours, I think. And they did Land and what's the other one called?
DCA.
Yeah, DCA.
Yeah.
In 6 hours.
I mean, I've only been twice, but still, it was amazing.
Loved it.
When Kyle and I were in the Uber on the way from the airport to Disneyland, we were talking to the guy who was taking us, and he was like, "So what are you guys gonna do in California?" And we were like, "Disneyland." And he was like, "When are you guys going home?" And it was like 5 days later. And he was like, "You're gonna be so bored." And I was like, "Sir, you underestimate me. Yeah. I am not gonna get bored." And I didn't.
Right? It's like, no, I'm fine here. Thank you.
Because I think the maximum amount you can book is 5 days. So I do, every time I go, I do 5 days. So.
Well, it's like at World, you can only do, isn't it 14 days or something like that? I think
it's 14, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have to, you can stay, you just have to move your hotel.
But we've done 14 days. I think the biggest I've ever done is a 10-day park hopper. And I've never gotten bored.
No, there's so much to do.
I have done World too many times in a year because I did World 1 year, I think 3 times or 2 times. Where I did it in January, did it again with Mom, and then we did it in September. And I will say, or maybe it was, I did it in the summer, did it in September, did it in January. And by that January trip, it was like, hey, they still haven't fixed that Buzz Lightyear thing yet. That's kind of, like, you notice different things, which did kind of make me sad.
Yeah, I've gone at least once a year since like 2018, I think. So.
Yeah, because you even went during the Panini.
I went for a day during the Panini.
Still counts. So I tried to go during the Panini, but someone wouldn't take me.
Because it was okay. If because it was like at the beginning of the Panini too. It was probably not a smart decision to go.
Probably not.
But it was like you had to wear your mask outside. I loved the 6 feet of distance. That was nice. But you had to wear your face mask all the time, regardless, in Florida. Oh my God, it was awful. It was so hot. Because like you could only take it off if you were sitting and eating or drinking. That was
no walking and drinking.
Nope. You could only take it off if you were in one place eating and drinking.
That's crazy. It still sounds nice
so
though. Like
it was awful.
I went, I remember going once and they still had the markers on the ground for the 6 feet apart. Yeah. And it was like, that's kind of cool that there was that much space between you and somebody else. Oh my gosh.
It was honestly lovely. I loved that because then they wouldn't like try to cram you into anything.
Yeah.
You know, none of that. I think Kyle and I only did like Splash and Pirates and maybe like Country Bears and stuff. Like we didn't do much because it was so like we had to drive to the beach that day. So we didn't do a ton, but I basically went because the Skyliner was brand new and I wanted to ride it.
And we do love the Skyliner.
I'm a Skyliner fan. I will always take a bus to Hollywood Studios if I'm trying to go to Epcot. So I just get on that Skyliner.
For where our hotel is, it just makes sense. Because the bus stop for Epcot and All Star Sports, spoilers, guys, is not nice.
No, it's not nice at all. And since they redid the Hollywood Studios bus stops, it's so much better. So we will do that all the time because it's almost just as close to walk to the Skyliner. And then you always have a seat on the Skyliner. Like you get to sit. Even if they put you in with other people, you're sitting. So we will just regularly Skyline back to the Hollywood Studios buses.
Yep. It's so nice. It's so nice.
It is nice. Well, anyway.
Disney break.
Now we've talked. Whoops. Okay. Whoopsie. So next time we're starting season 2. Season 2, episode 1, So Happy Together. Anna and Lucy double down on their identical lifestyle, and stepsisters Ashley and V prove extreme sisterhood isn't always about being related. So new sisters.
Ooh, I'm excited for stepsisters.
I know. We'll see what's going on. And then I think the show got canceled after that. So we only have one more season to go and we're all done.
Wait, so season 2 is the last season or season 3 will be the last season?
Season 2 is the last season.
What? It's probably somebody sued because they were eating placentas in jars and...
Yeah, I don't know why it... Did it get canceled? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Like,
some of these people are insane. Nobody looks good after watching this show.
I mean, that's true.
I mean, the most normal.
But yeah, they haven't made a new one since like a really long time. So
yeah, because Briana and Brittany are probably the most normal ones now.
They are the most normal.
Because I really thought it was
they haven't officially canceled it, but they have also not renewed it. So there it is.
What that means. That means like we could do it, but we probably won't.
I'm guessing probably not, because they just haven't done it. They did the last season in 2023. So it's been 3 years since the last season came out.
Oh my God.
I think it's crazy and chaotic, so I'm shocked that there's not more of this.
Right, because it's
maybe the next season gets boring, though. I guess we'll see. I've never watched this show.
I mean, I don't know. Are Christina and Jess in the next season?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
They are so toxic. I hope they broke up.
They're sisters, so probably not.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Probably not. All right. Well, we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Seasoned sisters, when they talk, they take turns. The only thing they share is the tea.